G'day everyone, and welcome to Griffinix Tabletop Miniatures. Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, please don't forget to subscribe! And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all content released here on this channel. Now, I really appreciate you doing that, and if you like it, don't forget to give it a like. That really helps us out. Thanks. Now on with the video. In this video, we're going to check out an Orktober special. I made this a number of years ago for Orktober. I don't quite know how to categorize it. It could be a Morkanaut, a Gorkanaut, Mega Dread. You decide. Or better yet, help me decide. You know? Put it down in the comments below what you think this thing here on my desk that you cannot yet see is. Let's check it out. And here it is. The I don't know what thingy. Now, this is something that I have had sitting here for even longer than some of the things I've shown off in the last few videos. This has been sitting up on a shelf above my desk here for about a bit over 4 years, maybe 3 or 4 years. And it was when I started collecting orcs. I built this to be a sort of, I guess, at the time, Gorkanaut and Morkanaut. However, I actually have Gorkanaut, Morkanauts now, like the proper kits. So I don't know what I'd count this as. Maybe just an Orkish Imperial Knight Kitbash. Anyway, let's check it out a little closer. Now, we have, as you might notice, no legs. We have, in fact, a pair of tracks. Now, these tracks come from that big corn model I couldn't remember the name of in a previous video. Is it the Throne of Skulls or some thing? Anyway, that big corn model, big massive thing. So tracks from that. Put it in the comments below if you know what it's called. That would really help me out. But yeah, I brought the Imperial Knight to put on it, obviously. Sacrificing the legs and putting it straight up onto this bit. I think that makes it look quite cool, quite unique. It can roll into battle. We've got a couple of flamers here, and then obviously we've got the like that teleportation weapon thing. We've got that all across the front of this model here. We've used the faceplate pieces here from the Ork Death Dread model to go over the little face mask in there behind, and this little armored bit up here is from the Chaos Mauler Fiend kit, I believe. I cut that off one of the parts that come in that, and instead of using regular Imperial Knight shoulders, I did buy a Chaos Imperial Knight. Obviously, we've got the shoulders here, and I decided to put them on this because the Chaos one I'd brought was just so I could have a different looking Imperial Knight in amongst my Imperial Knights, essentially. So it got kit bashed into a regular one rather than a Chaos one. Yeah, so that all worked out quite well. And as you can see here on the arm, we've just taken the weapon from a Gorkanaut, Morkanaut, turned it around the opposite way, put this in the opposite side, just because the other end is flatter, and made it easier to stick against this part of the arm. And if you can notice here, we've got the Chaos Imperial Knight leg armor, or shin armor, or whatever, up here covering the inside of the shoulder. We also have that on the other side as well, which is nice. We have this little torchlight bit here from a Onager Dune Crawler from the Adeptus Mechanicus range. We have a custom chain blade. It is the one from the Imperial Knight, regular Imperial Knight kit. However, instead of it being armoured up this side, as you can see, I've got the blade exposed all the way around. So that's a nice little kitbash there that required 2 lots of these, like 2 of these spare, essentially, to complete that. We've got the little Ork shields again, like I've had on that gun vehicle. We've got those on there, and they're from the fantasy orcs, or now maybe Age of Sigma orcs. They may have updated them since. I can't recall, but that's what they came from. And you can see it's actually part of the axe weapon that Khorne model comes with. So I've just attached it onto the actual arm socket there, so that it looks reasonable, basically. Yeah. Down here on the tracks, covering a Chaos icon, on both sides we have this bit, which is, as you can see, it's got a detail from the Adeptus Mechanicus. I was going to cut the skull bit off and put a little Orky skull on there. I still probably will do that at some point, but I wanted those on there just so it doesn't look like they've taken this from something Chaos, perhaps. Eventually, I intend to cut these little spikes off and cut away the Khorne symbols, as I've done mostly there. Just need to file them back a bit. Or cover them with some texture paste, like this stuff or something. Just to, make it look a little less chaosy and a little more like it was something Imperial that they've stolen, because my army of chaos, what was I going to say? My army of orcs are Death Skulls, and they tend to steal stuff and make use of it, so that's the plan. On the top here, we've got a cacophony of things. We've got these little, what look like additional exhausts, which are actually, again, from that same Chaos kit that these are from. The big Khorne skull crusher, whatever the hell it's called, thing. Again, a banner bit from the fantasy orcs, or old world orcs, maybe even Age of Sigma ones, unless they've been changed. I can't recall. And missile launcher again from the what do you call it? The Orknaut. Morkanaut Gorkanaut kit. Yeah, and we've got the again, these energy things or teleporter things, whatever they are. I thought I'd put them up on there instead of the exhausts, and I'll just fill these little bits with some milliput and stuff, make it look like it's meant to be there. For the rule of cool, and they obviously again came off Gorkanaut Morkanaut kit. And instead of having the exhausts up here, I've actually got them down here. You may have noticed, coming out the back of the track leggings, or not quite sure what you'd call those in this circumstance. I'm going to go with that, track leggings. That's what's there. And on the back here, we've got one other additional bit from elsewhere, and that is from, it's like a little door looking thing, but it's from a scenery piece. of some description. I can't remember which one. It is a Games Workshop product. But yeah, it's just from one of the scenery pieces. I had it left over sitting in a box and thought, why not put it there? It'll help cover some gaps and make it look okay. Now, what do you think? Do you think this looks cool? Do you think it's a bit much? It would be hard to repeat, I admit, because it would be so expensive and ridiculous that it's definitely a one-off piece, I think, in an army. And again, I just wanted to do something special, as I usually do with my armies, and this was up there. It was an Imperial Knight slash Gorkanaut, Morkanaut sort of kitbash, and I thought that would be fun. And yeah, this is how it's turned out. It's been sitting around waiting to be painted for years and to have these gaps filled for a few years now, but that's okay. We'll get around to it. And yeah, we're showing it off here today, as it is Orktober. And yeah, I'd like to know what you think. Is this a cool model? Is it not? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Yeah. Are you celebrating Orktober this year? Do you collect orcs? If you do, are you a Death Skulls fan? A Bad Moons fan? Or one of the other Orc clans fans? Again, let us know in the comments below. And if you're not, and if you don't, do you still appreciate a good crumping and smashing and bashing of the orcs, against the orcs, with the orcs, in your games of Warhammer 40k? Whatever the answer to that is, I thank you very much for checking out our video here today. And yeah, happy Orktober, and we'll catch you in the next one. If you have any questions for me or for the channel or for what I like to do in the hobby, anything at all, please put that down in the comments below, and we can start having a conversation. And if you want to talk a little more, maybe share some inspirational images of our miniatures, our hobby, even our piles of shame, maybe our piles of opportunity, all of that fun stuff, I have a Discord. And I've started uploading a lot of my armies, like miniatures. I've taken photos of them, and I've uploaded them on there. So if you'd like to check them out, feel free to do so. It should be up near the banner somewhere, I believe. Yeah, click the link and I'll love to see you over there. And again, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. That would really help. Again, I thank you for watching today. I'll catch you in the next one.